What's up everyone, welcome back to the channel. It's Lukey here from Create Audio. So in this one I'm going to be doing another video on the Sweely trick. So on our last channel, Spaced Out Samples, before we rebranded, we had a video on this trick, and it's just a little technique that I discovered through Sweely. He has a video himself on YouTube about this, but it's all in French. Now there's English subtitles, it's a very good video, but yeah, there's so many things you can do with this, and yeah, you can kind of take it as far as you want, and you can kind of get it to do so many different stuff: melodics, textures, bass lines, drums. So yeah, I'm just gonna do it from scratch and see what comes out, and then we'll see if we can do any other variations with this technique. I just want to say before I start the video, nobody's copying Sweely here. Someone left a comment on the last one saying stop copying Sweely, let Sweely be himself or something like that. Nobody's copying him. It's just a technique that many other music producers use. He's probably learned it off somebody himself. So there's nobody copying anyone here. It's just a technique that you can apply in your own tracks. And yeah, you can use it in so many different ways that you're never going to sound like anyone else. So we'll just jump straight into it, and then yeah, we'll go from there. So I'm doing this from scratch, so just bear with me. I don't know how it's going to sound. Hopefully it sounds good and the video's short, but if not, it might take a little bit longer. So I'm just going to grab a kick drum from our Create Audio sample suite. If you haven't got the pack already, the link's in the description. There's also a free pack there as well if you want to get that. I'll leave that in the description also. So let me just get a nice kick drum. Let's go with that. Not too heavy, not too subtle. Let's go. Right, I'll just grab a loop just to speed up the process a little bit. So I'm going to go into Dusty Drums, Drum Grooves. Like that. Just kick drum in it. EQ that a little bit. Let's see. So I'm gonna grab an EQ. Clashing a little bit. I might take one without a kick. Create Audio. Right, that'll do the job. Right, so I'm just going to bring them here beside each other. So in this case, you can either use the drum groove that you have going. So usually like I might have a loop, and then I'll layer some percussion, I'll layer some claps, hats. You can put them all in a group, record it, or you can just use a loop, or you can use a brand new loop. So in this case, I might actually use a new loop and see what it sounds like. So I'm just going to pick something from here. Maybe one of these breaks. Right, so this is where the technique starts. So we're on this channel here. I'm going to grab a vocoder. Where is that again? I have it upside down here. Change that. Right, so we grab a vocoder, and then we're going to pick a synth. So whatever synth you want. I'm just going to use probably Predator. I'll use Predator 3 because there's a lot of options in that. And then we go back to our loop. I'm going to go carrier, external, and then going to pick the Predator. Right, so that means that basically this loop is kind of going to trigger Predator through the vocoder. I'm not sure if that's the right way to word it, but something along them lines. You'll hear now what I mean. So what you can do is go into Predator. Let me just pick a sound. Let me see. MIDI controller's off. Right, I'm gonna go into Predator. Let's just something with a kind of fast attack. So I'm gonna turn this channel off, and let's just go in F sharp. Right, now this might take a little messing around with to get it to sound good, but I think it's good that you see the process. So yeah, you can kind of see how you can change and how you can manipulate it to have it the way you want. So, channel's off. Right, external, yes, so let's go, let's play this and both of them together. Right. I'm not really feeling that. So let's pick one. That's nice. Let's go with that. It's a little bit bassy, but sure, look. EQ on that. Now we can make this a little bit more interesting. We can use some MIDI effects on Predator. So we could use a chord, for example, and then like we'll go 5 semitones, maybe 12 semitones. Let's see what this sounds like. It's alright. We could also add an arpeggiator to that. Sounds pretty cool. Then we could go in here and we could add, I'm just going to cut out the low end on this just so it's not clashing with the kick drum. We could add delay, filters, effects. Let's see. Let's try something different. So I'm gonna go. I'll use a stock plugin because I know most of you have them. So let me see. There's grain delay. Yeah, let's try that one. Maybe we'll pick a preset. Bubbles. Let's see what that sounds like. No. Fuck this. That's a nice little texture, I'm like that, but let's pick a new sound. So I'm going to turn the arpeggiator and chord off and I'm going to take a whole new sound from Predator and see if we can get something a little bit nicer. Let's go. That was a nice texture, and when you have a bass line under that, it'll sit really nice over the top. So let me see. I'm just going to click through sounds and see what happens. Some of them with real slow attack, or the drum thing's not working. Some of them have a slow attack, they might not work properly because I kind of think you need something with a bit of a faster attack. There, you're gonna fuck shit up with this. That's nice. Yeah, let's just put a chord on this. Sounds better without it. We could put a chorus on this, flatten it out a little bit. Don't know why I put the bass one on, let's see this one. Now if we were to add a bass, I'm going to duplicate this. Actually I'll use sub-boom bass. Just for the sake of the video. So if we were to add something underneath this, you'll see how it'll complement it now. So I think I'm in F sharp. I'm just going to do a very simple bass line and see what it sounds like. See. can hear how that complements that bass really nicely, feeling that. Now obviously it's not perfect because I'm just jamming for the sake of the video. But yeah, you'll hear this in some of my older tracks. It's something I used to do a lot, and I've made really interesting and complex melodies with this technique. I remember once I added an arpeggiator. I added quite a few MIDI effects. I added this scaler, pick the scale, and I added the random MIDI effect, choices, 4, let's see what that was like. I'll even put a chord on, let's see. Minor 10, let's see what it sounds like now. Sounds a bit, doesn't sit as well. I think it's cool. It's a little bit more psychedelic. See, this is just me jamming. It's not going to be perfect, but I wanted to show you the process because, yeah, why not? Another way I do it is, let's duplicate my drum group here and we will add another vocoder onto that. Let's just turn this one off for now. Yes, and we'll, same again, carrier, external, and then the synth of choice, for in my case, Predator. Let's try it with a bass. That's not right. I need to turn that off. I need to keep that on. Turn that off. Now let's pick something. Yeah. Alright, that's cool. Let's do some random extra notes. So you don't always have to do it like this, so you could either... I want a new sound. Go lower pitch, perfect. Let's save this. Turn it off. You can leave the longer note for this sound. Just hit a few random ones and see what happens. I like that already. Let's add third-party plugin. So let's go effect rack. Give us some options. Feeling that already. This is a nice starting point. Let's go filters. I used one the other day, it was sick. Modulation. Filter might be better. synth and see what's going on over here. So we could go back, one scale, random off, and arpeggiator on. Completely different vibe now. I'm absolutely sweating buckets here. I'm in Barcelona, it's 44 degrees, sorry guys. Now, let's add a new bass onto this one. And we'll go MIDI effects. I'm gonna go arpeggiator. Let's see what happens here. Like that. Well, let's see what this is like, what way there. See, when the style on the arpeggiator, camera's on me now so I can't show you, but it's basically like, if you're going up, it's like up, they're pressing the keyboard like that, but if you have like down, then they're obviously going down, but then there's loads of other options here, like thumb up, pinky up, down, so they're doing stuff like this. I'm no expert, but I know when you change them you get a different result and it sounds pretty cool, so. Right, I think we'll leave it here. That's enough examples for the video. So yeah, if you like the video, or if there's anything you want to see in the future, please let me know in the comments. I love getting new ideas for videos and I love sharing my knowledge. And yeah, if you want to get the free pack, or if you want to buy the pack, there'll be a discount code for your first purchase. If you want to just sign up to our email list, we're always giving out free information, free samples. So yeah, I'll leave all the information in the description, and yeah, thanks for watching.